All right, Laura, you're here. Hi. You want to report out first?
Sure. Okay, can you hold that? I think a lot of our members are still talking. They're so energized. So I want to report back to you all the top 6.5-ish things that they are going to work on. So they already have a network that's been coming together around resilience in Plainfield. So building upon that effort, they were coming to this meeting today and then going to reach back out to determine the next meeting that works for all, including additional people that joined this evening. So that's their next meeting date. If you're a part of it, want to be a part of it, either sign up back on the VCRD website, or we can get you in touch with folks to make sure when you're on that list. But the things they're going to do first is gather funds to seed and fund the people that are doing this work. That was a big priority. And then they want to organize that core set of folks and their skills. They want to generate communication that's really accessible and gather a resource page so that also is accessible, but that it's shared out with the broader public. Some of the smaller pieces, but they also thought was great to build momentum upon, was fiscal sponsorship for the community meal, meal and farmers market. And then big things, but assessment of existing resources and organizations in town and start to build that out. So those are the next steps for them. They were also, anyone is invited to the Marshfield Resilience Hub. Next meeting, they say they have a lot of fun. It's really low key. It's not structured like a VCRD process, but they come together at 6 p.m. and the next one is on Monday. So they invited anyone who's interested to that.
Thank you. Okay, great. Well, the Creative Housing Strategy Group, you guys did an amazing amount of work tonight. The first thing that they are going to start with is the town is establishing a housing committee imminently. So they want people to join that housing committee and the planning commission, because they need people as well. Part B there is establishing the goals for the Housing Commission and any subcommittees of that group, so a charge that includes what that group's going to work on. 2, there's a whole lot of ideas contained in 2, which is basically inventorying, mapping, including relocation sites, vacant sites, gathering data, and creating goals for the numbers of units that Plainfield could have for housing based upon that data and inventory, some of which has already been done. So it's not starting from scratch, so that's great. The next thing they're going to do is they're going to establish regular meetings between Creative Campus staff / the owner of the Creative Campus, the Select Board, and the Housing Committee so that they can collaboratively work on a housing strategy together. And then really there is so much in those 3 things that's where we landed, because that's 3 giant things. So the next meeting is going to be, you just heard us said it, Thursday, November 20th at 5:30 p.m. up here at the Creative Campus. And I just want to say, I'll just say a couple of closing words because I'm standing up here and it's time to go. 7:33. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who participated tonight. A huge shout out to this resource team. They're not going anywhere. They're available to you anytime you want them and need them. Their names are on the back of your agenda. You can reach on out. We're going to take all of the input from the entire process and create a report for you that will contain action plans for these 2 ideas, including additional ideas from this resource team. The visiting team that was here during step 1 has continued to pay attention to this process and will enhance these ideas as well. And like I said, we're giving you 8 mini action plans for the other ideas as well. So this will be a kind of chunky plan. And then we're not going anywhere. We're here to support the work of these committees as they get underway. So for these next meetings, we're going to make sure that everyone is invited and included, that everybody who signed up for this process knows that that these meetings are happening. Like Laura said, sign up through our website. If you know somebody who wants to join the Planning Commission, just kidding, the Housing Committee, or any of these groups, make sure that they sign up so that they can get our emails and get lots and lots of information about how to get involved. And then the final thing I'll say is just you are the people that you need to get this done. And you already know that about yourselves. I would say that in Plainfield. And you have done an incredible amount of work already, and it is noticeable across the state. People know, oh, Plainfield's been really, really working hard ever since the flooding and well before that. But I just want to say it's clear and palpable, and I have no doubt that all of these big things that you said you're going to do are going to get done, and then some. And I want to really thank you from the bottom of my heart for inviting us into your community and letting us spend some time with you. And I hope that we stay in touch for a long, long time. Okay. Thanks, everybody online, in the room. Have a great night.